While looking for a biryani recipe, I stumbled upon this Hyderabadi biryani recipe. So today we're trying out Joshua Weissman's easiest biryani at home recipe to see if it actually is as good as it looks or not. We'll take a pan and roast 21 grams of coriander seeds, 13 grams of shah jeera, 5 grams of fennel seeds, 10 green cardamom pods, 2 star anise, 3 cinnamon sticks, 2 teaspoons or 4 grams of cloves, 4 grams of black peppercorns, 2 black cardamom pods. Now, Joshua roasted them in an oven, but we're going to roast these spices in a pan for about 5 to 7 minutes until toasted and fragrant. After roasting them, you can either put them in a blender and blend them to get a powder. Moving on to the chutney. Take a blender, 11 grams of cilantro, 4 grams of fresh mint, and do not use the dried mint leaves here, with an inch of sliced ginger, 4 cloves of garlic, and add 3 roughly chopped green chilies, salt to taste. Finally, add 3/4 of a cup or 180 grams of thick Greek yogurt and blend everything on high until you get a smooth texture. Pour it into a bowl and add salt if needed. Our green chutney is ready as well. One last thing before starting to cook the biryani is the raita, and half a cup or 66 grams of seedless English cucumber, or just a normal cucumber if you couldn't get an English cucumber. 2 tablespoons or 21 grams of diced onions, 2 tablespoons or a gram of chopped fresh cilantro. In a bowl, we'll add 3/4 of a cup or 180 grams of plain yogurt. Season with salt and give it a nice mix. The raita is ready to serve with the biryani. We're gonna start now. In a large bowl, we'll need 450 grams of chicken, 2 teaspoons or 16 grams of ginger and garlic paste, 1.5 teaspoon of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder, or use it as much as you can handle, a teaspoon of salt to taste, and 4 to 5 chopped green chilies. Squeeze half a lemon into it, and 3 to 4 tablespoons or 20 grams of curd. So, either you can marinate it overnight, or you can use it right away. It's up to you. Now, let's hop onto the rice. We'll need 1.5 cups or 286 grams of aged basmati rice. In a pot, add 7 cups of water, 3/4 of a teaspoon or 1 gram of cumin seeds, 5 green cardamom pods, 5 whole cloves, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, and a bit of vegetable oil. Bring it to a boil, and then add in your soaked basmati rice and let them cook to about 75%, which happens in about 2 to 4 minutes. In a small pot, add 3.5 tablespoons or 52 grams of milk and half a teaspoon or less than a gram of saffron threads. Warm it up and let it sit on the side. Now get a thick bottom pot and drizzle vegetable oil in the bottom. Add your marinated chicken along with all your marinade. To this, add 1/3 cup of fried onions, 12 grams of finely chopped mint, and 18 grams of finely chopped cilantro. On top of that, you're going to add half of the 75% cooked rice, then drizzle some cilantro over it, mint and fried onions over it, a little bit more biryani masala, then add the other half of your rice, and then top it again with cilantro, onions, and mint. In the end, pour the saffron milk over the rice, and finally, drizzle 54 grams of melted clarified butter. Then, to cook this on dum, we'll use an aluminum foil to cover the pot and put on the lid. Then we'll put this pot over a flat pan and cook for 20 to 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, open the lid and remove the foil, cut the biryani, and gently serve it with the raita and green chutney. Our Hyderabadi biryani is ready, and I'd like to say that this recipe of Joshua Weissman is actually really good. Cheers!